Hello, and I'd like to welcome you back to what I'm calling my journey as a dyslexic. My name is Aldrin Albino. I've started this series. I'm hoping to help dyslexics, to help my school, and of course, as I said, help my country to understand the mind of a dyslexic or someone trying to learn to speak French. Um, the reason I've started this series is I just recently was diagnosed extremely late in my life as a dyslexic, and as I searched for answers all through my life, I realized how difficult it must be for dyslexics as I look back through my own personal life. Today's journey, or my discussion today with you, is about being ashamed, being embarrassed, feeling uncomfortable, feeling worthless. Some days I felt that way. For me, I can tell you it was extremely difficult at a very young age, way back when. My family realized I was struggling in school. They took me to a prestigious university, who then tested me and said to my family, he's a very brilliant person. He has got an extremely huge vocabulary. He's just struggling with it. It'll go away. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and I then ended up going on a French course later on life, and I was struggling. I decided to find out what was wrong, and lo and behold, I found out I was dyslexic. It was both a blessing and a curse. The frustration, knowing what's wrong, or I should say wrong, that's a negative word, but knowing why I would struggle with things made it easier to feel better about myself, but it was still an extreme struggle for me and a bit frustrating to learn that I've wasted so much time not knowing this stuff. So now I'm learning to learn as a dyslexic, and it's interesting. What I've found out as I kept reading is a couple data, and you'll go through these series with me, and I love data, that in Canada, this beautiful country of mine, ours, dyslexics are 20%. Works out to about 7.4 million Canadians are dyslexic. So if you're walking down the street and you're not dyslexic, then probably one of the 3 people you pass by, maybe 4, is dyslexic. And that I found very interesting. I've spoken to many people, and it turns out apparently we hide, and we hide really well. But I think we hide out of shame. I think we hide because we worry about people making fun of us and thinking less of us, and there really isn't a need for that, as I've searched and looked at. I mean, right now the data, as I said, 40% of the world's self-made millionaires are, guess what, they're dyslexic. 30% of the people in the world who've made significant changes in our world, not just our province, city, town, country, our world. People like Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson, Leonardo da Vinci, Walt Disney, Albert Einstein, JFK, I just realized lately, is dyslexic. Steve Jobs. We talk about some significant people making changes in our world as we know it, were dyslexic. So we are very capable and intelligent people, and I think we need to not be ashamed, or at least try not to be ashamed about who we are. I know it's difficult, and I know it's really hard, but I think the first step is telling people who care about you, those around you, and I'm sure you'll be surprised. I'm going to say surprised, but I should have known better. One of the first set of people, one of my close friends, Andre and Christina, and another charming friend that I've known for years, name is Rosemary. So when I told Christina and Andre I was dyslexic, they said, "Oh, well, that would explain stuff." And I mean, "But what do you mean by that?" They said, "Well, we knew you worked very hard, but the first thing we always knew about you was you're very intelligent." And I was like, I've heard that throughout my entire life. You are intelligent, and I just could never figure it out. I mean, I did get my test back, and yeah, I'm pretty smart, apparently. Let's just put it this way, well, a little above average. I'm a little happy about that. But they made me feel, getting back to Christina and Andre, made me feel not ashamed. They made me understand who I was, and I felt extremely proud that they were there for me. And my other friend, Rosemary, when I had told her that I'm dyslexic, she said, I thought you might have had a learning disability. And I said, you know, I felt so ashamed, and I kept hiding it, and I felt lazy. And the first thing is lazy. The first thing I think about you is never lazy. And the really first thing I think about you is you're absolutely brilliant and smart. I've seen you, I've worked with you, I've known you for years. And I would never consider you lazy, nor would I consider you to be unintelligent. Hearing the support from my friends made me feel more comfortable to go outside and tell people, look, I'm dyslexic, this is who I am. And the support has been amazing. And that's why I'm saying I hope this will help you learn to not be ashamed or afraid to tell people or step out and say I'm dyslexic, because I think that's the first step to helping you heal as a person, move forward, learn, and grow. I can give you one more anecdote about how great people are. And I mean, I should realize we are great. This is Canada, and we're used to helping people shovel out in the winter. We're used to helping people start their cars. This is Canada. It's the way it is. But another anecdote, one of my friends at class had to big class projects, and this person had to use a verb. And the first thing he did when he walked up was I told him I'm visual, and he went out of his way to find a picture that would make me remember what we were studying. And it wasn't to make me feel bad, it was to make me realize that this person took his time to figure out this would be a good way to teach him and help him. And kind of job I go to is, at the moment we're doing something, you don't discuss it. You discuss it later on, or think about it. And all I can say is that person made me feel special and not unusual or odd or special needs in any way. He helped me. And I think if we are open and honest as dyslexics to tell people that, I think you're going to find people like my colleague at work open to helping you get ahead with things. So I hope this will help you and inspire you not to hide anymore as a dyslexic, to be open and honest with everybody around you that, yes, I'm dyslexic, and I'm proud to be one, and I've got really good qualities. And please, when I ask for some help or it takes a little longer, I hope you understand. So again, I'm hoping this particular one will help you, and this is the end of this particular video. Please leave your comments. Please watch the next videos coming up. Thank you so very much, and you have a great day. Bye.